danger ahead. Oh boy. Something's up with my shifters. They're like deciding not to work at times. Could make it interesting. Even the crows are laughing at me. Let's get ready to fondo. Hey there, welcome to another Two-Wheeled Wednesdays. Today we're in Cottage Grove, Oregon, and we're doing the Oregon Grand Fondo. Today I'm doing the adventure ride, which is 65 point something miles, partially gravel, partially pavement, plenty of climbing, and it starts here in about 12 minutes, so I don't have a lot of time. But I got here last night and set up camp, and everything's going good this morning.
10 seconds, wait for the horn, please. In 5. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, guys, have a great ride today. Great ride. Have fun, be safe.
There are 3 separate routes for the Oregon Grand Fondo, 2 on pavement, the 92-mile Grand and the 71-mile Medio, and another, the one that I rode, the 67-mile Adventure route, which threw in a few miles of gravel and a couple steeper sections. The Adventure route riders lined up at the back of the main field at the start because we turned onto Gowdyville Road while the pavement riders continued onward. After we all rolled over the electronic timing pinch point, we rode through historic Cottage Grove, and the adventure began.
Oh yeah, that's good. All right,
Here we go.
that's a selfie stick.
I think this is our left.
Thank you. Hey, nice camera. Where are you from? I live in Bend. Oh, so not far? It's like 2.5 hours. Oh, almost 3 hours. It's about the same, because I came from Vancouver, Washington. Oh, nice. It's about 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's nice over there. The personal.
After 2 or 3 miles, the climbing commenced. It was steep right off the bat, and soon the pavement ended. It was our first real climb of the day. Danger ahead. Oh boy. There were really just two gravel sections on the adventure route. The first one, although steep uphill and down, was in great shape. I'm not sure what constitutes what gravel riders call champagne gravel, but this first section was pretty smooth, allowing for a fun and fast downhill. Okay, I'm testing out a new water bottle today. It's from Bevo. It's stainless steel instead of plastic. It's insulated. Because you can't squeeze it, it's got a siphon system. It works pretty good. I've got ice and water in here, and we'll see how it holds up. Okay, we're back on pavement. This is nice, huh? Yeah. Oh, it's pretty. Especially with a tailwind.
The young lady with the mullet, I was envious coming up that hill. I was like, oh, one lower gear here would be nice. I keep threatening to put a 38 on here. I really should. Kind of a shorty.
I'm assuming we go that way.
I would assume so.
Highway 38. Yay. I remember this being grueling last year. Alright. Head down, knees up. Let's go. After a few miles on Oregon Highway 38, the route turned onto Upper Smith River Road and the start of the second big climb of the day. Okay, time to climb. Okay, about 2 miles left of this climb. And then it's the first rest stop, aid station, not a raid station. And I think it'd be time to lose a couple layers, readjust my kit. All right. Well, I think that was a successful rest stop. Got to shed layers, use the little porta potty, get a little snack. Now it's time to finish this ride. I think most of the big climbs are behind us. Here we go. The next 10 miles after the first of 2 aid stations were pretty much all downhill and through some beautiful forests along the Smith River Road. Oh. From there we turned on to Elk Creek Road. I wasn't quite sure if I was going the right way, and the person I asked kind of left me more confused than before. Hi.
Yeah.
Is this the adventure route, do you know?
No, this is like do cyclocross.
But eventually I found the turnoff. This second section of gravel wasn't quite the champagne of the first section, and it was steep, with grades over 20%. I have to admit, I did have to push my bike for part of it. I got some blackberry vines caught in my chain and stopped to pull them out of my gears. I had to walk until I could find a spot that wasn't quite so steep before I could get back on and keep grinding uphill. Something's up with my shifters. They're like deciding not to work at times. Could can make it interesting. Still got 25 miles to go. I didn't realize it at the time. Actually, I didn't figure it out until a couple days later. But those blackberry vines got into my derailleur and kept it from doing what it was supposed to be doing. Made for an interesting rest of the day.
I never stopped at aid stations in our hiking bus.
There we go. Until I stopped at that last rest stop, aid station, the raid station stop, and there's a guy there from, I think it was Land Speed Cycles, I'm not sure, but he pulled my bike up on the stand, wrenched around a little bit here and there, and we got the shifters working, but they're not working well. They shift, but they also shift kind of whenever they want to. Thank you.
Good job!
All three of the routes came together in the small town of Lorain, and I had an enjoyable ride on the flats before the final climb, chatting with other riders who had done the Medio and the Grand routes. Okay, let's see how this works.
Right.
Come on, pick a gear and stay with it. Any gear. Oh, come on. Oh, you suck. But my drivetrain was still acting up, and going into that last uphill section, it really started going wonky until finally it threw the chain and my temper boiled over. After a few minutes of cooling off, swearing some more, cooling off again, getting dirty, trying to keep the chain on, adjusting the tension, and generally just fiddling with it, Molly from Frizz Studio pulled over and generously asked if I wanted a ride to the finish.
I've given somebody a ride through every single segment, so don't feel like you'd be the only one.
Are you
I am Molly.
Molly?
Yeah,
that's
it's
it,
okay.
Molly.
I learn everybody's names and I have to ask them 50 times. I have a bunch of those too if you need any of those. Or wipes. You want to see if it'll go?
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
Okay.
I have no idea, but I
like,
want to finish.
I don't
I'm
wanna-
determined to
I know,
finish.
right?
But I was stubbornly
Right?
determined
Like,
not to quit, and off I went, clunking and grinding on my way uphill.
All right. Do you want me to see if you can make it down there? And
let me see if I can't
Make it to the squiggly sign.
Yeah, if it's still screwing
Then
up,
we'll
then
check
I'm
you in
gonna
my
have
car.
to.
I know. There's been a lot of disappointment. Some people today in their rides.
Oh, please, please, please.
Got it. Got it. You can do it.
Okay, so far so good.
Make it to that sign. Don't stop.
I think I'm gonna make it, Molly. It wasn't perfect, but it was working. And I kept going, hoping I was going to make it all the way to the finish. I made it.
Yes!
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like, Mike, did you see Chip? He's like, I didn't see him, and I looked at him, and there you were.
Mind my own business.
I'm so happy you made it.
Thank you. All right. Well, I made it. Even with all the mechanical problems. Still finished. Still made it to the podium. Yay. It was a workout. I came in about an hour later than I had hoped for. But, you know, I finished. It was an adventure for sure. And I'll be back next year. Whether I do the gravel route, the adventure route or not, I'm not sure. But either way, it was a great event. Shout out to Mike and Andy, the Mudslinger crew. Molly, the photographer, she was awesome. Chris from these Bevo bottles. I can't stress enough how cool these things are. I mean, it's been more than 6 hours. And there's still ice. You might want to look into those. All right. Well, thanks for joining me for another Two Wheeled Wednesdays. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I did, for the most part. Got a little frustrating there with some of the mechanical issues, but for the most part, it was good. Met some really cool people. Everybody was really friendly. You know, it doesn't matter if you race or not. It doesn't matter if you have a catastrophe-free day or things run smooth. It's all good because life is still twice as good on two wheels. And we'll see you next week. Okay, in case you're wondering, here are my stats for the day. I spent a total of 6 hours and 13 minutes on two wheels and climbed more than 4,700 feet in just about 68 miles. I finished the time section in 5 hours and 40 minutes, which was good enough for third place in my age group. There was only one adventure route finisher older than me, and he crossed the line about 40 minutes after I did.